Okay, my name is Paulmiller. I'm from the University of Haifa in Israel. I work in the Department for Special Education, and there I teach mainly about the subject of deafness, with emphasis on the reading in deaf children. I also do some research in this area. I also do some research in other areas, but my main issue in making research is the reading process in deaf children. And the way I came to work in this area has very much to do with Gallaudet. I came to here about 20 years ago, and as a student in a student exchange program, and I was so impressed that when I have been here and went back to Israel, I started working with deaf children, first as a social guide, and then I actually started also making research on the students, because I felt that deaf students, they have a lot of capacities that are not well understood, and I try to understand better what they are able to do, not what they are unable to do, because I thought it's much more important to emphasize things they are able to do, and to show that they do things differently but not less successfully than other hearing children. I'm now going to have a very big project that is funded by VL2, and this project is a 3-year project where we try to understand how deaf children, deaf youngsters and deaf adults read. We try to understand this by comparing deaf children in 4 different languages. It's Arabic, Hebrew, English and German. And we hope that in doing comparisons between these 4 languages, we will get a better understanding to how orthographic differences they impact the way deafness influences the reading comprehension of deaf children. Another issue in this study will be to see how deaf children develop. So we will investigate samples in 3 educational levels. It's primary school, mid-school and high school, and maybe also at the university level, and to see at what point their reading skills start to drift away from the reading skills that have been observed for normally developing hearing children. And of course, one can not do research on deafness without taking into account the communication background these people have. Some of them have sign language as a native language, and others, they don't have sign language as a native sign language. It will be important to understand whether this different communication background has some impact on the way they finally read. There is some research that shows that deaf children from families with deaf parents, they are better readers. But it's not well understood how a sign language impacts the reading process, because it's a language realized in a different modality. So you actually can't understand the way it contributes in a straightforward manner. So we will try to do many experiments that may clarify, or may, how to put it, may enlighten how these two populations differ from each other and to find out what is the exact contribution of sign language to reading. What else? Yeah, I'm grateful that this project was founded by bio&research. I'm sure that its findings and its conclusions will contribute not only to the development of a reading theory for the deaf, but it also will be clarifying many research questions that are open with regard to the reading process of hearing readers. So, thank you.